Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Joe's Garage. I want to talk to you today about some of the rationale and reasoning as to why I'm still hanging on to this 2024 2LT Z51 Stingray versus upgrading to the beautiful and wonderful Z06 or the even ever more impressive ZR1 or ZR1X. Stay tuned, I'll explain.
This is Joe's Garage. This is Joe's Garage. Making it mine. Living the dream. Making it mine. Joe's Garage. Making it shine.
All right guys, behind me is this beautiful red machine. I absolutely love this car. I love what I've done to this car. Lowering the coilovers, getting the aero with the diffuser and the side skirts and the front splitter and putting on the high wing and blacking out the tail lights and all the little things that I've done to make this car mine. I really love and appreciate this. Now,
Pistons are firing, tires are screaming, horses are running, rubber is burning, knuckles may bleed, covered in grime, living the dream, making it mine. This is Joe's Garage. This is Joe's Garage. Making it mine.
a couple weeks ago, I had the beautiful opportunity of driving my friend's black, wonderful 2026 Z06.
When your buddy has a Z06. Oh. Look at this fucking thing. Damn, son!
I will tell you this, when he kicked that thing into Z mode, I was greatly impressed. The width, the tightness, the suspension, very much had a different feel than this car. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's definitely a different animal. It's a track machine. It's a track beast. However, I've had this car out on track and I still haven't pushed it to its full limit, to its full capacity, and I'm having a blast with it. So here's the rationale that I have. The Corvette, the C8 platform, we're now into the 6th year, almost 7th year of this generation, probably have another 2 or 3 to go. It's a depreciating asset. I bought this car, it has depreciated in value. The Z06, which at one time was anywhere between 130 to 150, the way I would want it loaded out, is now depreciated. I can probably pick one up around 120, 110 at this point in time. I'm not ready to do that for a number of reasons. Number one, I'm still enjoying this car a lot. Number two, I have a lot of financial obligations between colleges for kids. I'm probably gonna need a roof on my house, things that are going on, and I would rather invest that money and make it work for me than put it into something like this, which would be a depreciating asset. That's me at this point in time. I'm not saying that the Z06 is not worth it, because to be quite honest with you, I think it's pretty spectacular. I also think this car is pretty spectacular. So if you're on semi-budget and you only want to spend in the 70s for a new one, or you want to spend in the 50s or 60s for a used one, I don't think you're going to get a better bargain than this car. So for the money, and we've always said this, for the money, bang for bang, dollar for dollar, this car is the ultimate driving machine. The Z06 now, the used ones are coming down in price. An amazing buy, an amazing deal. And so that may happen in the next year or two, but for right now, I'm sticking with this car. The Z51 gives me the ability to take this car on track without worrying about brakes, overheating, or other issues. This is set up for that. It's designed with extra cooling system so that it can cool down when you're on track. I haven't had a problem with this car. I freaking love this car. So if you're on the fence between a Z51, let's say, or a Z06, or possibly even a ZR1, and if you can afford a ZR1, this whole conversation's moot, okay? Because right now they're going for still way over MSRP at the time of this video being made. I've seen the ZR1X $150 to $175,000 over MSRP, which in my opinion, you could buy a couple of these, beat the crap out of them, have a great time. So at this point in my life, I don't think it's worth it. In your life, you may have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think, where you are. You know, some people like to be house poor. They want to have an amazing car and they can barely afford their mortgage or they can barely afford rent. I'm trying to make sure that all my financial obligations are taken care of. And at some point I may decide to upgrade to the Z06, which absolutely is a beautiful machine. And everybody I know who has it, who's gone from the Z51 to the Z06 says, I don't regret it. I'll never look back. There's no reason not to. But right now I'm still happy with this. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've done the transition from the Z51 to the Z06, or from the E-Ray, or to the E-Ray, or from the E-Ray to the Z06. I'm curious your take and your point on it. And obviously, the Z01, the most amazing, beastly 1,064 horses, or the 1250 in the Z01X, is insane. But for the price point, that's really carved out a very small niche of people who are really either able to afford it or who aren't willing to bite off more than they can chew. So right now it's between the Z06 or the Z51, keeping you in a comfortable area. I'm currently staying with this, and I absolutely love this car. I mean, look at this thing. It's absolutely, I've never looked at this car and been like, I don't like it. And no one's ever looked at this car and been like, Now people online, of course, oh, it's just a Stingray, it's just a Z51. This car still rocks, man. This thing is still fast as hell. I'm in Florida. We have a 100-mile-an-hour cap for a super speeder law. So the Z06, after about 80 is when that thing really starts kicking in faster than this car. What do you got, 20 miles an hour difference leeway? Is it worth the extra $20,000 to $50,000? I don't know. That's something that only you can decide. Right now for me, it's not, but I do love it. And I would like to get one. All right, guys. So let's talk about some of the pros and some of the pros of each, both the Stingray and the Z51 and the Z06. Obviously, the con is going to be the opposite for the other car. So let's start off with the Z51. What are some of the pros of this car? Well, it's fast. It's a fast car. Some people argue it's just a quick car, but 0 to 60, I got this thing on the internal clock to say 2.6 seconds. That's ridiculous. When I was a kid growing up, if you could get a car under 6 seconds, like a Mustang GT, that was fast, okay? Under 3 seconds, it's pretty amazing. So it's fast. It's really affordable. They start now around 70, 72, upgraded, you know, with options to anywhere around 90 to 105. As far as horsepower goes, yes, this car has 495 stock. I have it about 510 at the crank. This car has more torque, especially on the low end. That's the issue that a lot of people found with the Z06, is that on the low end, until you got above 3,000 to 4,000 RPM, it felt sluggish. Now, one workaround on that, and I know I found it on this car, and I know it works on the Z06, is the Solar Performance Throttle Controller, which I am absolutely a very big proponent for. I think it is amazing. I think it does an amazing job of making this car and any car, even my Lexus, which has it in it, feel exceptionally great. So the low end torque of this car is higher, and it's a little snappier off the line in the lower end. The insurance, to insure this car, is lower than it is for a Z06, obviously because of price point, but I think it also has to do with horsepower and other things. The maintenance cost, oil and transmission fluid are about the same. As far as tires go, because of the size of these tires at 19 and 20, and width differences, these tires are less expensive by a bit. Not a ton, but they are more expensive on the Z06. So those are the pros of having this car. An additional pro of this car is that unless you're a huge Corvette person, you don't know the difference. I've had people ask me, is that the Z06, is that the Z01? This is Stingray. People don't know, and it's still quite exotic looking even as a Stingray. Now, I personally think that the Z06 is a much sexier, wider, more muscular looking car than the Stingray, but I don't ever feel like this car doesn't look good. So those are the pros of the Stingray. So let's talk about some of the pros of the Z06. Number one, it's absolutely sexy. It's 3.5 inches wider. It looks wider, squattier, better because of the way it was designed. It's got bigger air intakes to get more air in for better cooling, especially because that flat plane crank engine cranks and gets very hot. It's got bigger wheels, 21s in the back and 20s in the front. They're also wider, 345 in the rear compared to 305 on a Stingray. And in the front, also a big difference in the width. The pros of the Z06 also consist of better resale value. It has more horsepower. It has a flat plane crank 5.5 liter V8 that has an exceptionally exotic sound. Now, me personally, I love the sound of this LT2 engine. It's a raw, real American muscle type car. As far as the LT6 goes, it's very exotic. It's Ferrari-esque. It sounds like a supercar. It sounds like a hypercar. It's fantastic. In the beginning, I really didn't like it. I thought it was too high-pitched. It sounded just like I didn't want a car that sounded like a Ferrari. I will tell you, after being in it and after driving it, it's ferociously awesome. I think it's delightful. It accentuates the ears. The vibration, the visceral feel that comes from it is incredible. So I'm a huge fan of that LT6 engine. The other pros, it's got better brakes. It's got a better suspension. It's got the exact same interior as the Stingray. So inside the car, you're not really going to feel a cabin difference. Of course, in 2026, they upgraded the interior. They got rid of the wall of buttons, which I actually never minded, but they got rid of the thing and put cup holders, which I don't like, but it's got different screens and more screens, which is really pretty cool. So you feel more cockpit-esque, if you will. So those are some of the major differences between the Z06 and the Z51. And at this point in my life, the upgrade for $30,000 to $40,000 isn't quite worth it yet, but it is worth it. And if you can afford it, go for it, because the Z06 is quite a beast. So, and you can't tell me that this doesn't sound great. So that's where I'm at with this car. I'm curious where you are with your car. Thanks for watching. Joe's Garage. Like, share, subscribe. Did you hear about the guy who went to the doctor's office wearing just saran wrap like this? Doctor took one look at him and said, I can clearly see your nuts. All right, guys, I don't know if you know this, but in Bowling Green, when they build and assemble these engines and put them all together, each engine gets a placard. And in my case, Tonawanda is the one that put my car together. Tonawanda, I love my C8 Corvette, my LT2 engine. You did a fabulous job. But I wonder, are you a Native American Indian or are you an African American woman? Is your name Tonawanda or are you Tonawanda? I don't know. Regardless, I don't care. I love my engine, so thank you so much.